Hello everybody, it is Ebontis here, back for another Starfield guide, and this is one that is going to be a challenge for some people depending on where you are in the game. For other people, you may find this is just a cool quest to do, but if you're pretty stacked up, some may find it really helpful, some may find it as just kind of a cool experience. What this is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to get a legendary set of armor, and also a brand new ship if you can clear this quest. And it is one that you will find very early on, because very early you're going to need to go to the Nova Galactic Star Yard. And you're going to be fighting some enemies in there, going through an objective. It's been a while. I don't exactly remember what the objective was. But you'll be going through the Nova Galactic Star Yard. Some of the enemies, as you are taking them out, check the bodies, because you're going to be looking for a very specific thing. What you are looking for is literally one of the things in an enemy's, like, loot that you can pick up, and it's going to be called Secret Outpost ! And it says, beg, borrow, steal, kill to get to Denebola I-B. There's a secret outpost there we're trying to crack into. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Now, when you pick that up and then you read it, what that's going to do, I think you have to read it, but maybe not. Either way, if you pick something up that says Secret Outpost and you don't see a quest just pop up, then go read this and then you'll see what the quest is all about. The quest is called Mantis, and this is what the Secret Outpost is all about. So, if we go to our map, so if you are in the Sol system, you're going to be around here. Now, when you tackle this is part of the thing, because you're going to have to do a little bit of exploring and flying around to get there. So it is going to be, I'm going to find it again, here. Now, not everybody's going to be able to make this kind of jump early, because when you go to 1B, that's going to be 150 fuel consumption. So you're going to have to probably do, you're probably going to have to do a few hops to get there. First off, and you're probably going to have to explore it a few times, probably need a different grav drive to make the jumps and that kind of stuff. So you may come at it from a different angle, but what you're looking for is it's east of Cheyenne and then not quite to Crix, and you're going to be looking for this. Now, notice it's level 30. There's a reason I want to mention the level of the actual place that you're going to. And that's because, being as it's a level 30 whole region, that also means that's what the enemies you're going to be fighting are. Now, on the other side of this, down here at that destination, you're going to find the Secret Outpost on this moon. And if you go there, you've got a lot of stuff to fight. Now, if you are patient, you've got a couple of ranged weapons, maybe you picked up a rifle that you can use to pick things off, you've got a decent amount of ammo, you could work your way through this place, but there are going to be a lot of enemies to fight. So it is not like, it's not a quest for the weak of heart, but the rewards that you get are actually pretty cool. So let me show you what they are. Now, there's one main thing in here that's going to be kind of like a booby trap situation, and there's a couple ways to tackle that. So before I show you the rewards, let me talk about the booby trap. And I've heard there are different ways to tackle the booby trap. One is just amp. If you have one of these consumables, movement speed is upped by 35%, and you can actually kind of run through it, even though you may not do it correctly. Another thing is going to be based on a skill. If you are finding this thing a bit later, maybe you've leaned into lockpicking early. I forget how high the actual computer is next to the booby traps, but you're actually able, I'm pretty sure, to turn them off, because I didn't really have much of an issue. If you can't turn them off, I wouldn't worry about this too much, but there's a computer next to it, so pretty sure I turned them off. The other piece that you could do is you can just look for all of the research and look for all of the notes and read through them, and you're looking for one specific word. Now, if you guys want to skip ahead and avoid the spoilers and figure it out yourself, then, jump ahead 10 seconds in 3, 2, 1. The word you're looking for is Tyrannus. And if you didn't want to know the word, that's fine. But you'll get to a point where it's kind of like an Indiana Jones puzzle on the floor, and you need to step on certain plates, and what you're looking is to spell out a word. And if you look around for any of the documents or any of the information about the place that you're at, somewhere there's a word that has enough letters to it, because I'm pretty sure it's 8 letters long. And if you find something that has that, it's definitely a way to do it. But if you're going to try, skirting your way through the booby traps or anything, just save right before, experiment and see what works. That's my recommendation. But just know, going into the actual area, it's just going to be one of those places that will probably be a challenge early on. Now, I'm not saying when I was in my mid-20s I didn't fight like a level 64 guy, but I was also farther away, plinking at him for a little bit, and I eventually took him down, and most of his allies with him were in the 20 to 30 range, so they weren't too bad. But early on, this is going to be a challenge. But I would recommend doing it because the armor that you're going to get, I won't show you the ship because that's kind of cool, but it is going to be an upgrade from your base ship. But the armor is actually pretty cool. Now, if you don't want to see the armor, you can turn away now, and if you just do those steps of the quest and you accomplish it, just make sure when you get through the Booby Trap area that you explore everything, because there is a ship, there's a set of armor, there's a lot of stuff that you can search and loot and pick up quite a few things. But here is the armor in 3, 2, 1. So the armor is going to be the Mantis, and this is who you're actually going through, and you've actually got this like kind of lore of kind of an outlaw. It almost feels kind of Mandalorian-like. And then it's almost like a mom who's leaving it to the person who's going to inherit it kind of thing. It's a pretty cool little story. But I mean, you've got chameleon, so when you're not moving, you're going to blend into the environment. You've got a little extra radiation resistance, 75% chance to reduce damage by 50%. So if you're standing still, you've got a solid boost pack. You've got combat veterans. So you've got less damage from humans, airborne resistance, chance to stagger nearby enemies. You've got incoming physical damage from ranged weapons, airborne resistance, 10% chance to stagger nearby attackers. And again, your physical, energy, and electromagnetic resistances, they're going to be pretty good to start. Your spacesuit's going to be really good, honestly. Anything up in the hundreds for resistance took me a while to find. So that is why this is a level 30 set of gear, and it's going to be something you feel a difference of when you wear it. So you're going to be stronger. But as I also mentioned, you are going to want to have some solid weapons, a decent amount of ammo, maybe a good ally with you who's good at combat. Whatever you do take into this place, just know it is going to put up a fight, but it is definitely worth the fight. So if you can make it there, whether it's like jumping between Sol and then Narian and then Cheyenne, and then I think I went up here, and then I finally landed back down here, I've got different stuff on my ship, so I can kind of go straight there. It is one of those that's worth it. I'm trying not to show you every little piece about all of this, but the fact that you can earn a free ship in a pretty awesome set of armor for a massive upgrade, and even if you find this thing like maybe level 15, if you can fight your way through and you can get through the booby traps, which remember the 8-letter word I'm talking about. I'll say it one more time. If you want to skip ahead, skip about 10 seconds ahead in 3, 2, 1. Remember that word is Tyrannus, Tyrannis. So if you use that word to get through the booby trap, or you have lockpicking high enough to get through, or you can just use an amp to sprint your way through all the way through, then you open the door with the button and then just loot that entire area. You might have some more robots to fight in that area, but overall, it's worth the actual journey to go through this quest. So this is one of those that you have a way to get some cool stuff. I'm not going to go through full like main quest, guides or anything like that, because I think that's too spoiling. But it does seem like this is a common thing that's getting out there for people. So if you guys have been looking for Starfield coverage from me, I wanted to share this with you as well. So hopefully you found this beneficial. If you did enjoy the video, drop a like below, leave a comment. Again, I'm still trying to avoid as many spoilers as I can because there are cool things that I don't want to show you, and try to give you warning where it's possible. But if you want to find more, you can find me on Twitch or Twitter at Ebontis. But if you're new here and you want to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell. It helps my videos make it to you. Nice way to support me, and good luck out there traveling the stars. Have a good one, everybody. See you soon.